Today we're talking all about AI mastering because Waves has introduced their own online mastering platform. So if you want to learn what this platform is all about, what it can do for your music and all that good stuff, then stick around after this introduction. Welcome everybody, I'm Dan Spencer and I am the Audio Sorcerer. So this is the channel where I teach you how to perfect your audio recording, mixing, and mastering skills. So if you are looking to improve upon any of those skills, get the latest product reviews, and even learn about music business, to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because then you'll never miss a new video when it comes out. So without further ado, today we are talking about the Waves online mastering service. So this service is pretty similar to other services out there. You basically upload your song, you adjust some parameters, you finalize it, and then you download it, and then you're done. Now, there are some other things to this service which we're going to discuss in the video, but the overall goal of this video is for me to teach you how this service works, how to best utilize it, give you the pricing, all that good stuff. So we are going to master a rock song with it. We are going to master it using the basic parameters that you can adjust. Then we're also going to do a master to that song using the reference option, because you can master your song against a reference track. Then we're going to download both of them. We're going to throw them into Mastering to Mixes Exposed 2 with the master I did myself. So then we can compare them all at the end, and then you can judge whether you think that the AI mastering is better than my mastering, all right? So if you do end up liking this service, I have a link in the description below which will take you right to the page. So with all that out of the way, let's get further into today's topic and let's look at the Waves online mastering service. All right, so here we are on the Waves online mastering page. And as mentioned earlier, I do have a link in the description below that will take you right to this page. So this is just an overview page for what Waves online mastering does. So if we scroll down, you'll see that it is AI mastering, of course, and that it produces high-end masters, and that you have some creative control over how those masters are finalized. And lastly, yes, you can try it for free. However, you can't actually download your master. You got to pay for that. Now, scrolling down here, you'll see this is Piper Payne. She is who created this in conjunction with Waves. So this product here is from her mind in conjunction with the Waves engineers. So next, let's actually talk about pricing, because I know next to the actual quality of this, that is what you're most interested in. So let's go to the pricing page. So the pricing is actually really good. You can master a whole song for $5.99. That's pretty awesome. And then of course you get bulk deals as you go up. So you could do 5 songs for $24.99, 15 songs for $59.99, and then an amazing 60 songs for $179.99. So obviously that is hard to beat. And of course, a live mastering engineer is not going to be able to compete with that. But we'll talk more about that towards the end of the video on how this, compares to a real mastering engineer working on your project. So now let's actually get into mastering a song here and seeing what this can do. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are on the Waves online mastering page where you actually upload your tracks. So what's cool about this page is that there is a host of video content here that will guide and prepare you for mastering your tracks. There are videos on how to use a reference track. There are videos explaining why you need mastering, what it is. It's just a really good collection of content here to get you started. Now, all we have to do to master a song is literally just drag it onto this plus button. Well, that's the start of it. So when you're mastering a song, you want to make sure what you're starting with is peaking between -6 dBs and -3 dBs. So the song that we're using is called Circles by In Your Memory, and it is peaking around -4.8. So we are in a perfect range to get this mastered properly. So I'm just going to drag my WAV file onto this plus button here, and we'll get the process started. So just dragging it over here, and it is now loading. Okay, so as you can see, we have the song right here, and we have an option to delete it with this little trash can button here, or we can actually get it mastered. So we're going to hit the Go Master button and begin the process. So now it is uploading the track, and we'll come back when it's done. All right, so our track is finished uploading, and now we can preview the master. So let's click the preview master button. All right, so this page is where all the magic happens. If we go over to the left-hand side here, we can preview our master simply by hitting the white play button. We can make adjustments to the algorithm running. We have 3 different types we can choose from. We can choose precise, organic, or elevated. Now, precise is your middle setting, and it's going to be the best one for a lot of masters that you do. But if you have something that is more organic and you want to use less processing on it, then you would choose organic. And then if you want something to be over-processed, you can choose elevated. It's basically, as Waves describe it, turning the knob up to 11, okay? But in my testing here, I find that precise does work the best. Now after that, we can adjust the tone of the master. We can add depth or presence. Now depth is going to be thickening up your lower mids and lows, just adding some body to the sound. And then presence is going to be adding some shimmer, and you're going to hear it a lot in your cymbals. And you can actually engage both of these at the same time if you feel that it sounds good. Now lastly, we can add a reference track. And what this does is it's going to tell the algorithm to master your song and make it sound like the reference the best that it can. Now, there are some things that need to be taken into consideration, so I do recommend watching the Waves reference video. So those are all the parameters that we have to work with here to master our song. So let's actually get to mastering it. So the first thing that we want to do is turn on volume match, because we want to hear the master at the same level as the original. Otherwise, we're going to think that maybe it sounds better because it's louder, and we're also not going to hear what's actually happening during the mastering process. We're not going to really hear those changes because it's just louder. All right, so let's turn that on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play this, and I'm going to make adjustments to the settings here and also to the tone and find something that I think sounds good. And once we do that, we will add a reference in and we will try the reference mastering. All right, so let's listen to it.
Every day seems to feel the same. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience push away. Every day seems to feel the same. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience push away. Every day seems to feel the same. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience push away. Every day seems to feel the same.
All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the settings that I decided upon. So for the algorithm, I chose precise. I felt like organic was just not enough for a song like this, and elevated was too much. I felt like it was oversaturating the song, and I can really hear it in the cymbals. Now for tone, when I added depth, it sounded awful. It made the song muddy and unclear, so I definitely didn't want that on for this song. But I felt like presence was necessary because it was lacking a little bit in the upper mids and the highs, and by engaging this, it did it in a very thoughtful way. It was similar to the elevated algorithm, except that it didn't have that oversaturated sound. It was more smooth. So by combining precise and presence, I think I was able to achieve the sound that I was looking for. Okay, so let's actually do a before and after listen.
Way, every day seems to feel the same. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience.
All right, so now we're going to do a reference master. And this being a hard rock song, we're going to use a Shinedown song as the reference track, which I think will be a good target to shoot for. So all we have to do is go to add reference right here, click that, and we're going to upload from your device. And then I'm just going to choose test song right here, and we're going to let it upload. All right, so now you'll see that the song is uploaded. You'll see testsong.wave right here. And if I want to get rid of it, I can simply hit the trash can icon here. Now, for us to master to the reference, we have to make sure that this little checkbox here is engaged. So right now it is. So let's hear what it actually did to the song.
Way, every day seems to feel the same. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience.
All right, so if I'm being 100% honest with you, that sounds awful. As you can clearly hear, it is distorting our song. And I kind of had a feeling that might happen just because the Shinedown song is mastered so loud. And I don't think that we can get our master that loud unless we use some analog equipment in conjunction with digital, okay? It's just not gonna happen. So with that being said, we're not gonna use the master to reference setting, but I will, however, export it so we can see how loud the LUFS is. All right, so before we export our master, we want to make sure that our settings are right, and we could see them all right here. So for style, we have precise. For tone, we have presence, and then we have the reference option checked on. We want to turn that off. So I'm going to turn that off down here, and you'll see that it's gone up here. And then all we have to do is go to create master, and it's going to tell you how many credits you have. If you don't have any credits, you need to purchase them before you can do this. All right. So I'm going to hit continue. And you're going to see down here that it is preparing your master. So we'll let that finish. All right. So the song is done processing, and all we have to do now is hit the download button. And then we need to choose our format down here. So I'm going to do wave. I'm going to keep it on 24-bit. And then I'm going to change the sample rate to 48 because that is the original sample rate of this song. And I'm going to keep it at that for testing purposes. And now we're going to hit download. And then all you have to do is choose your location and then hit save, and it's going to download. And that is it. So what I want to do next is I actually want to compare this master to a master I did myself. And then I'm also going to download the reference version master here so we can see the LUFS as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so let's get to that. All right, so I've taken all three tracks and I've loaded them into Mastering the Mixes Exposed 2. If you don't have this software, I definitely recommend getting it. I have a link in the description below where you can go purchase it. So this will tell us a lot of things about our master. It will tell us the integrated LUFS, the short-term LUFS, our true peak, if we have any issues between left and right balance, phase issues, and our dynamic range. Everything that we really need to know is in here. Okay, so the first track here, this is the waves master that we liked, the one with the precise and presence setting on it. Next down here, this is my master I did. And then lastly, this lovely red blotch here is the master we did to the Shinedown reference. And as you can see, there are all kinds of issues with it because red is bad. So over here, you'll see that our Integrated LUFS is -5.4. That's pretty ridiculous. And then beneath that, our short-term LUFS is -3.9. Okay, we don't really need to master that loud in the streaming world. I just want to show you that. So down here also is something interesting. These are our EQ curves for all three songs. They're kind of overlapped here, and you'll see that they're all pretty close as I go through them here. So nothing, drastic for those, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to play back and forth the waves mastered that I liked in comparison to mine, and let's kind of see what differences we hear. All right, so let's give it a listen.
Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Running round and round in circles without a thought of coming down. Each and every day, my patience can't stand you. Do you think?
All right, so that is the comparison between my master and the waves master. Let me know in the comment section below which one you like better. So regarding integrated LUFS, our masters are pretty much the same. The waves is -8.4, mine is -8.5. Now the one thing that is not good is the waves master's true peak is -0.01, and that is more typical for a CD, but not streaming. We want to have this at -1. So I'm hoping that Waves will add something to the portal to let us set that. And if this was at -1, my master would actually be a little bit louder. I'm just pointing that out, not that it matters. So, but overall, I'm really impressed with the Waves mastering engine here, and I would love to know what you guys think, so make sure you let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, if you did end up liking the Waves mastering engine, I have a link in the description below that will take you right to it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe so I'm making this content for you, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new video when it comes out. And if you enjoyed this content, check out my review/tutorial on mastering the mixes exposed 2. And with that being said, until next video, I will see you guys later, and peace out.